Good morning, students. How are you all? Today we are here to create a shopping list, and our list is going to look something like this. So now let's see how do we start making this shopping list. To start, we need to go to Microsoft Word. I have used Microsoft Word to create the list. So here I click on start and I start making my shopping list. I start searching for Microsoft Word. Word begins with W, so I need to go all the way down to W. Since this is going to take time, I'll use the search bar. This is the search bar present here in the Word option only. So here I'm going to type Word and you can see Word has come here. Now once you have Word over here, you can of course you can go over here and you can pin it to the taskbar, or you can pin it to start. It will come in the tiles option. I'm going to pin it to the taskbar. So my Word has come in the taskbar and now I'm going to open it. Now I'll start with a blank document. This is my Microsoft Word. Here the topmost bar, as you have done in class 5, it is known as the title bar. You all can see this bar. This is the title bar. This bar contains the title of the document. The moment I save it, it will become saved with that name. Let's see, how do we save it? File. Then we click on Save As option. In Save As option, now we have to locate where we have to save our document. So I'm going to save it on this PC. I'll click on Browse. In Browse, I get a Save As window. In the Save As window, I'll go to Desktop. In Desktop, I'll choose my folder, the folder which I had created last time. I'm going to choose that folder, and in this folder, I'm going to give my document a name, that is Shopping List. Right now, all Word files are saved with the file extension .docx. That means they are all documents. So they are saved as .docx. You do not have to give it any extension. It will come on its own. So since my folder already is having one shopping list, I'm going to give it the name as Shopping List 1. Right, children? So I have saved it. Now as I have saved it, you can see in the title bar here the name has changed to Shopping List 1. Now let me go back to my already made shopping list. You can see this shopping list, it contains a table. Yes, you can see it has columns as well as it has rows. All the vertical lines, vertical means standing lines, they form the columns, and all the horizontal lines means the sleeping lines, they form the rows. So how many standing lines do we have here? 1, 2, 3 and 4. So it has got 4 columns. Here we have 4 columns. And how many rows does it have? First row, second row, third row, fourth row, fifth row, sixth row, seventh row. So my table has got 4 columns and 7 rows. Now let us see what do we do. We have to insert a table. In order to create a table, we have to go to the Insert tab. In the Insert tab, you can see there is a Tables group. Now in this Tables group, you have the Table option. In the Table option, you have 2 to 3 ways to click a table, to select a table. First is you can choose from this grid. Here it is showing the number of columns and these are the number of rows. Since we had 4 columns and 6 rows, this is the kind of table we will have. In Insert option, it is going to ask us the number of rows and columns. Say here I take 3 columns and the number of rows I choose as 5. Right now you can have them as fixed width, or you can change the width according to the contents. So I'm going to keep it as fixed width. I click on OK. This is the kind of table I get. But this table does not resemble anywhere this kind of a table. So what am I going to do? I am going to increase. You can see as we click on the table, this table gets two placeholders. One is this, the other one is this. This is used to select the table completely. The whole table gets selected when I click on it. The other one is used to simply increase the size. I click on this placeholder and I drag it. You can see my table has increased in size. Right? So now my table has become of a bigger size. I can increase or decrease the height and width of the cells. See. Now before we proceed ahead, we need to see what all columns we had. We had item name, my favorite item, and the quantity I would need. So here I would write now let's move ahead. We have written the headings. Now after the headings, children, you can see that there are a lot of pictures that I have placed. Here if I have written fruits, I have placed pictures of fruits, then vegetables, again the picture. So first I'll write the headings: fruits, vegetables, protein, dairy, grain, chocolate. Okay, that sounds tasty. So we'll have your fruits, but everything is coming on the top corner. So for this, what we need is we need to change the alignment of our text. So I'm going to select the entire table. How do I select the table? I'll select all the cells like this. I have selected all the cells. I'll go to the home tab. In the home tab, in the paragraph group, there is the option of align left, of center align, and of right align. So I'm going to choose center align, and I'm going to increase the font size so that it becomes clear what am I writing. I can also change, since the whole table is selected, so I'm going to change the font to say Comic Sans. It is readily available in all the systems, so I'm changing it to Comic Sans MS. Alright, I will also be changing the color. Fruits, then we had vegetables, and then we had, to move on to the next cell in the table, we need to press the tab key. With the enter key, it is not going to go to the next cell. It will continue in that particular cell. All these small boxes, they are known as the cells. It is just like a chocolate bar in which there are so many different cells. So now I need to move to the next cell, tab key. Alright, now I find that my number of columns are less because here it should be item name. So one thing I'll do is I'll select these from here and I'll press Ctrl X, that is I've cut, and here I'll press Ctrl V, that is I have pasted. But here if I compare this with my original list, there are pictures also. So I need a column for the pictures also, and I don't have a space here. You can see this black arrow on the top of my column. This means this is going to select the entire column. These black arrows, these are used to select one column at a time. And similarly here on the left side you will see a white arrow. This is used to select the entire row at a time. I'll repeat, to select the entire column we have black arrows, and to select the entire rows we have the white arrows. Right, children? So now I need a column before item name. So what I'll do is I'll just select this column, right click, and here I have an option of insert. In insert, I can insert column to left, I can insert column to right, I can insert rows above, I can insert rows below, or even I can insert individual cells. So I'm going to insert a column to the left. Alright, I've got the space for the pictures. Now I had already downloaded pictures before starting, so you can also download your pictures. What I had done was I had gone to my Chrome, I had opened Chrome. In Google I had searched See here, I need the picture of fruits, I need the picture of vegetables, proteins, dairy. So I'll just write here fruits, right? And then I'll just click enter. Now when it searches, I can go to images. Now if I don't like these kind of images, I like the ones that I had placed, like these kind of images where they are all having eyes and nose. So for these kind of images, you can write after fruits, you can write here animated and enter. So you will get all the animated images of the fruits. Now in case you like a particular image, say you like this image, just right click on the image and click on save image as. In the desktop, select your folder, open it, and then give this image a name. Give it the name as fruits 1 and save it. So your image goes directly into your folder. This we will do for all the images. Now once we have taken the images, I'll simply move to my table, right click on it, and if I don't want to right click, I forget, I'll again go to insert. Whenever we need to insert a thing, we go to the insert option. Even for inserting the table, we went to insert option, table group. Now for going to pictures, we'll go to the insert option, illustration group. In insert option, illustration group, we have pictures. Here is our folder. In this folder, we will take the picture of fruits. You want, you can take this picture also, it's okay. This picture also, it's perfectly alright. Whichever picture you select, click on insert. Now the picture has come here. So what you can do is you can reduce the size. How did I do it? I went at the corner of the picture, extreme right corner, clicked and pulled it inside, dragged it inside. So this is the picture of the fruits that I get. Done. Same I'll be doing. I have no more rows left for the chocolates and the grains. So what I'll do is I'll click here and I need to insert again. Right click, insert. You can insert rows below. This time I need a row. So I'm going to insert a row below. I get a row. I need another row for chocolates. So again insert. Right. Now, so we have got all the pictures. Now, if we look at this list, this has only one item name written in both these columns. Now, how did I do that? And plus the colors are also different. And in my favorites, I am going to, of course, add what fruits do I like, what vegetables do I like, what proteins do I like, and so on. So let me come here. Now the item name is common in both these columns. Now how do I do that? Where is this line? This line is missing. So for that we have a feature in Word which is known as merging cells. This is a part of the table only. Now in the tables you will see when the table is selected, whenever this placeholder is visible, this means that our table is selected. These two, design and layout, these two are in a different color, means these are a part of design table tool. Let me unselect my table. Wait, I'll click anywhere else. Now this time my table is not selected. Now as my table is not selected, you can see that on the top the table tools have gone, and so has the design and layout. I'll again click on my table, the table tool appears. Now in the table tool, the design is for changing the different styles of the table. right now we are designing our own table, so we are not changing it into any style. The layout option is again, from here also you could insert a row, you can insert a row down, insert a row up. Insert above and below means it's a row, left and right means it's a column. Now you can see there's an option of splitting cells, there is an option of splitting table, but I want two of my cells to be joined rather than split. Joining means merging them. Now how do we do that? For that we need to select the two cells. Now this merge cell option is highlighted. Just click on it and you get the cells merged. So for now we will do this much only. We will of course save our work once more with Control and S, and that's it. The name of our document is shoppinglist1.docx. If you face any problems or have any feedback to share, you can share at my number. Thank you.